whatever sound you can get.
Mm.
Good. Don't move. No. Music. You pause. You're both together.
What are you saying with the Rolling Stones?
No, I got a note saying it's contemporary music.
My wife broke, please.
Sorry, no more.
Sorry.
Got any leg room?
Bob, could you put your mic on?
He's got himself.
I think we're one out of
You've
sync.
stolen Fiona.
While everyone's sorting out their mics, if there's anyone who hasn't yet had a chance to read the notes in all the excitement, Hearts of Fire begins filming on Tuesday week, and it's a contemporary drama with music. The story is written by Joe Esterhaus, who last collaborated with Richard Marquand here on The Jagged Edge. It's a story of a young singer, Molly Malone, who's played by Fiona, and her relationships with a legendary American rock musician who's retired, that's Billy Parker, played by Bob Dylan, and with a top British rock star, James Colt, who's played by Rupert Everett. So if I can just introduce the people on the table this morning. On my left is the film's director, Richard Marquand,
Morning.
who's returning to Britain after The Jagged Edge and Return of the Jedi. On his left, Bob Dylan, who plays Parker, and who's also written some of the music for the film. Next to him is the American singer Fiona, who's making her acting debut as Molly Malone. One episode of Miami Vice, notwithstanding, I think. Next to her is Rupert Everett, who plays James Colt. And at the far end of the table, the film's line producer, Ian Smith, whose most recent credits include Local Hero, The Killing Field, and The Mission. And Ian, just before we start, can you tell us if this is a British film?
Sure. This is a British film which will be shot for 6 weeks around London and South Wales, and then 5 weeks in Canada. We'll be based in Toronto. All of the American sequences, for a whole variety of complex reasons, we're shooting in Canada.
Richard, is it a musical or a film about music? How would you define it?
No, this film really is a film about stardom. It's a film about whether you can handle stardom when the hot light actually comes to shine on you. Can you, in fact, deal with your dream when it becomes reality? And it's also a love story. We set up an incredibly hot triangle of forces between the two men who are basically vying for various reasons for the favors of this young, rather talented American girl called Molly Maguire when she comes to this country. Incidentally, it is in fact set in the world, the contemporary world of music, so that in fact there is a lot of music within the film, but it's all integral and organic to the story.
Bob, you've directed a film yourself, Ronaldo and Clara, and you're not very well known for singing or speaking other people's words. Why did you decide to commit to this film?
Oh, it was just the, right time, right place, right word.
The right words. Okay.
They're the good words.
Have the three of you met before this morning?
Yes.
Yes. Truth from Fiona.
We three know each other pretty well.
Right.
Rupert is he was away making a film in Colombia, so he wasn't able, in fact, to meet up with us quite so often as the three of us did, but he's getting into the swing of it now. Welcome back, Rupert.
Thank you.
Rupert, are you going to do your own singing in the film?
Yeah, I suppose, yes, I hope so.
The first time? Is that the first time for you?
Mm.
And what about Fiona, acting? Have you been taking acting classes?
Yes.
How are they covering
Called
it?
Madonna, asked her what it's like to be a girl singer.
What advice did she give you?
No, I'm joking. It's an American joke, sorry.
Okay. Can we have some questions then? Open up the floor.
Yes, on Sunday Times, I'd like to know why one of the biggest poets and musicians of this century feels he has to play someone who's a retired star. Why isn't he a performing star as he is such a great star? Why is he bothered?
That's a nice question.
Well, it was just a movie.
I want to know more.
It's just a movie.
Why aren't you writing poetry? Why aren't you doing the things you're really great at?
Excuse me?
Why aren't you writing poetry and doing the things you're really best at?
Well, I do. But I was taking some time off here,
So you're
Getting
relaxing.
something a little different.
Does that mean you're relaxing?
Yeah.
So you're not going to be trying?
Excuse me?
So does that mean you're not going to be trying?
He's leading the witness.
Oh, no. I'm going to be trying very much.
Bob Dylan's written 4 songs for this movie. Can you tell us something about those, please?
Can you tell us something about the films you've written, Bob?
No,
the songs you've written.
Songs for the movie.
Well, I haven't written those songs just yet.
The press release tells us that you have. When
I'm about to.
What are they going to be about?
They're going to be about the movie.
Are they going to be protest songs? Or?
I hope so, yeah. If Richard allows them to be.
That's down to me now.
Protesting about what?
Protesting about all the elements in the movie, You have to see the movie.
You seem very uncertain, Mr. Dillon. I mean, do you know a great deal about this movie yet?
10:30 in the morning.
11 o'clock for us.
Yeah, I know enough about the movie. I didn't write the movie, though, So a lot of the questions you maybe want to ask the writer.
Nobody's interested in anybody but you.
What?
Nobody is interested in anybody but you in this hall.
He's used to that.
Have you actually taken any singing lessons? Can you sing?
Had singing lessons.
So are you actually doing, what sort of stuff are you singing? Rock and roll?
Yes.
Who is writing those songs?
Various different people.
We have songs, he'll be singing songs by Wang Chung and Swain and Jolly and Bruce Woolley.
One of your fantasy reports
What?
is to be a rock star was one of your fantasy.
Is
Did
it-
you dream about it?
Oh,
Ambitions.
yeah.
I'm sorry, from The Guardian. Can I ask Bob Dylan, when he says it's the right place as well as being the right time, is that place England? What do you think of England since you were last here? Do you like England?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
What are your thoughts on this country?
I just got here yesterday.
You're looking forward to working here?
Huh?
You're looking forward to working here?
Oh, yeah.
Lillian.
You took your name from Dylan Thomas. Have you ever been back to Wales? I see you're going back to now. And are you still interested in Dylan?
Oh, yeah.
Will you be making a trip back to his village, to where he was born and raised?
We can, we get very close. We're very close.
We're going to be very close.
But why did this one stand out as opposed to any other, movie?
I'm not really doing nothing right now. It seemed like a good thing to do.
Together, and we seem to like each other. And is that right?
Yeah.
Did you like me?
I like you.
Yeah, I sort of like you
drank
too.
a lot.
Yeah, that helped.
After that.
In the words of Billy Parker, it says here, you say, you wake up, you're a star, so you're a star, but there ain't nothing to you no more, you're empty. Is that a sentiment that you would agree with?
Some stars are like that, yeah.
Are you?
No, I'm not like that, but I'm playing another character who is like that. I'm getting into my character right now.
Can you tell us what it is that you find fascinating in this character?
Well, he's a very self-made person, Nobody ever gave him anything.
Doesn't
Get
it
to
worry
take
you?
it all.
Why didn't you write the script yourself?
I couldn't have written a script like this. It's beyond me.
I don't think it is. Why are you so modest? Why are you pretending to be inadequate? You're one of the great writers of this age. Why don't you write the script yourself?
I don't know. I'm just trying something different.
Is it a one-off?
Tell me a bit about how everything happened. Fiona,
Fiona.
can you tell me a bit about the beginning, the starting of Wild's Adventure?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
How did you become involved in the venture? What were the beginnings for you?
Richard,
The budget of the movie will be $7 million below the line.
I get about 6.
And he gets about 6 3/4 or something like that. It's very, very fair. I'm being ironic, by the way. I would not. I'm afraid I can't give you any of those details as you would expect. But we believe that in the arrangement that we made with Bob and with everyone here at this table and with all the people that are coming together to make this film, we've been fair. We haven't in any way exceeded what we would consider as British filmmakers, as distinct from Hollywood or other places. The kind of money that we're paying everyone is very fair and very straightforward, and you should know that, I think. But this is, in coming here today, you're seeing people coming together really in a way for the first time. We begin shooting in the very near future, and in a sense, it's what happens from now on that matters, rather than what's happened in the past.
Where is the actual financing coming from?
Most of it will come from Lorimar in the United States. It's one of the sad facets of life for us in Britain that at the moment, particularly this year, there isn't a great deal of money available in the UK. But nevertheless, we will continue to try to make films which have a British consciousness.
One last question. Why are the American sequences being shot in Canada?
Strategic and practical reasons rather than anything else.
Is there still a special Canadian tax rate?
No, it's not for that reason. No, it's purely production reasons.
Is there any British finance?
There is no British finance in the film.
We're told that the film will be distributed in the States in the summer of next year, but it doesn't say anything about distribution in this country.
Time off while you're doing the filming, so are you going to be able to sneak off and play? And if you're not, when are we going to see you playing in this country next?
I don't know. We just finished a tour, so maybe sometime, a couple of years.
A couple of years.
What are your plans after this film?
Oh, just drift around. I think we're
Are you
going
very
on
easily
that tour.
bored, Mr.
Pardon?
Dillon?
I think we may be touring again.
Are you very easily bored, Mr. Dillon?
No, I'm never bored.
Have you any notion of how bored you're going to be doing this picture?
Tell them what you're looking forward to.
Well, maybe you'll be around.
Question.
This film is about stardom and how to handle stardom. You've been drawing on your own experience of how to handle it. And I think somehow this.
Well, not really. You know, I don't consider myself a big star. Other people do.
But you are a poet and a singer, and you are taking on the role of an actor, which is by its very nature a completely different kind of role in life. How are you going to handle that?
Why do you want
I'll
to
find some way.
I mean, you appear to be a rather introverted person, if I may say so. Whereas you're going to be playing a very expressive role, presumably.
I'll figure it out.
Can I ask why you want to be an actor?
No, I don't think I had to do much before.
In fact, Gareth Willie the Kid, though, wasn't more of an improvisation than your part. You improvised the part more than you followed script.
Well, yeah, you know, we used to do TV shows where they used to have follow the script.
Yeah.
Question there.
It's the big thing in American music now. It seems to be feeling good about America. How does this go along with the Bob Dylan protest songs of the 60s, which are apparently going to be writing and singing in this film?
I don't know.
Do you feel good about America at the moment?
I've always felt good about America, yeah. America's so big, you know? It's not like, it's like, there's all kinds of different parts to it, you know?
But the parts that you used to write about, you felt very bitter about and very contemptuous. You were very funny about. Why aren't you being funny about Ronald Reagan?
Wow, I mean, what's so funny about that?
It's a terrible joke on the world.
Wow. Tough joke.
I guess what I'm saying is, hasn't the world of film and music passed Bob Dylan of the 60s by?
That don't sound like an English accent to me.
Sounds like a little down home there.
Well, I don't know. You know, the 60s are gone, you know?
Do you regret the myth or the legend that surrounds you?
No.
I mean, you give that impression.
Well, you know, it's impressions can be just, you know, they're misleading.
Have you lost your enthusiasm?
For what?
For life and for writing.
Mr. Dillon, you've talked today about doing this movie because it's different, you've said. You, in the past, have been in charge of your own destiny as an artist, but recently we've seen you collaborate with Sam Shepard to write an epic song. Here you're going to be collaborating with others to make a movie. Does this mean that you've seen a change in your own artistic career and you're now going to do more things that involve collaborating with others, being involved with other people's projects, rather than simply doing your own work?
Well, yeah, it's not so much other people's project, it's, you know, finding somebody to work on the same project with.
How did the project with Sam Shepard evolve?
We wrote a bunch of things a few years ago.
If you were writing Times Are Changing Now, how would you change them? The words.
Huh?
If you were rewriting Times Are Changing Now, if you were writing it now, how would you write it differently? Or would you?
No, it'd be the same.
Are you saying the 80s are the same as the 60s, or is there something different in protest now?
Well, you know, if something's good, it transcends the whatever generation or date, you know, that you write it.
Question for Fiona there.
Have you got a lot?
Lady there.
Difficult working some film industries, and number two, are you feeling nervous or intimidated by all of this?
I'm from New Jersey, and yes.
Question here.
Just want to ask about the script. It seems from the synopsis it's very much a Star is Born sort of happy ending. Is that a conscious model?
Not really, no.
In what sense? About 140 people.
Bob Dylan going to be there?
Bob will be there, yep.
And whereabouts?
Yes, I do.
Like milking a stone.
No, the reason I say this is because we expect there will be a great deal of interest, which is there are some concert sequences, yes, and there may well be a concert sequence in Bristol. But what we mustn't have is a situation where we are being mobbed by thousands of people who are obviously on a totally different kick from this film. That's actually very, very important, not just for Bob's peace of mind, but also for the safety and the welfare of the people that we do want to be there. That's very important.
Can you tell us which the mansion is in Hampshire you're shooting at?
No, I can't. It's part of our arrangement with the owners of the mansion that they've asked. It took a lot of negotiating. It's never been seen on film before. It's a beautiful house, and they've given us permission to film there on the strict condition that we don't specify where it is, wherever possible.
Bob Dylan, a lot of musicians haven't been entirely successful in their attempts to cross over into films. What impressions have you got of the acting abilities, for example, of Mick Jagger or David Bowie?
I like them all in the film. Chris?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you studied their attempts in any way? Have you tried to learn anything from them?
Do you see many films?
Huh?
Do you watch many films, and if so, what sort of film?
I don't remember the last film I saw. Couldn't remember.
Just briefly, we bought all the albums, and now we're 40. Have you got anything to say to it?
Keep buying.
The actor.
Tell us what books you're reading at the moment, please.
What books?
You're reading interesting.
Yeah, I was reading a biography of Ulysses S. Grant.
You used to get very drunk, I believe.
Who did?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah.
What
I
else is
haven't gotten to
interesting?
that
What else is
part.
interesting? What else about him is interesting to you? A drunken Civil War general from the northern side. I thought you'd sympathise with the South.
Oh, God, this man is really.
I don't know, I thought he was okay.
The artists have to rehearse this afternoon, so we've only got 5 more minutes. Can we?
One fact.
What?
I'm just trying to get one fact out of this press conference.
Which fact would you like, sir?
How much longer are you going to continue to make great rock and roll music?
Huh?
How much longer are you going to continue making great music?
Excuse me, I wonder if Mr. Dylan could put the microphone up
I don't know,
to the sound
maybe a couple
recording
of
something.
weeks.
Very bad.
Oh.
It's on the table.
How much are they paying you to make the film?
I've already answered that. I can tell you it's a very reasonable sum, and it's not.
It's not enough.
You've been reported in this country saying that you did the last tour with Petty for the money. Can we take this as a new philosophy?
Well, you're always doing tours for the money. I mean, you know, what's so new about that?
You still enjoy them?
Where did you learn Belle Isle?
Huh?
Where did you learn Belle Isle?
Where? I don't know.
Very simple question. How old are you?
24.
And Rupert?
26.
I was watching the Maltese Falcon recently, and it was full of lines that sounded as though you could have written them. Do you recall watching that film before you wrote the Empire Burlesque songs at all?
Which film?
The Maltese Falcon.
I might have seen it, yeah. I don't know. Were there lines from the movie?
What?
Were they really?
Is it one of your favourite films then?
Which lines were
Although you're playing a retired rock star in the movie, are you actually appearing live within the film?
I mean, will the concerts be open to the public?
Well, not necessarily. Are you actually appearing?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
There are a series of, just so you understand, there are a series of concerts throughout the film, going from small up to large. They will not be open to the public. They will be controlled film events.
A couple of last questions. One there.
Oh, are you deliberately elusive with the press or just shy?
Could I just ask, are the Heartbreakers going to be in the movie, and are you going to put forward Heartbreakers again?
I don't think they're in this movie.
And are you going to perform with them again? Or is that finished?
Maybe.
Last question. Lady on the second row.
Rupert, does this topic of the language difference between our two countries amuse or intrigue you? Is it something that, you know?
I don't feel there is a language difference.
Not at all.
No.
Sorry, we have a rehearsal. Oh,
thank you.
Probably not. He's been very busy.
How much did it make in the States?
A lot of money. About $50 million.
This
way, yes. We'll see you.
Step behind you, yeah, walking up. Keep going. Here we go.
Do I have to